Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken very short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up. Just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down. Got it. 43's the mark, boy. 43. Check. You got me.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught by Moss for a Raider touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Well, he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Set, ready, and read. Mark 2. Cover.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton, they'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Walter Payton, 75 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. They set up the screen to Bo. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Jackson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Jackson, he's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
When people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Randy Moss. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. To throw again on second down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. On 1st down, Peyton. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something to... And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to the safety, Sean Taylor. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It was Dion sprinting in on the corner blitz for the sack. The offensive nightmare there. You go for it on fourth, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got a moonwalk. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Jackson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9. Jackson got a man. It's Randy Moss. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. They run again with Jackson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Gentry.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
Let's go, let's go!
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the Hall of Famer Jan Stenerud. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Raiders escape with a victory.